We're gonna start it.
It's
Welcome to the Puck and Stoner Dad Show with your hosts, Ginger Claus and Dusty. We are now on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Music by Burning Bridges. Subscribe, like.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Post Game Reaction. Today, we're reacting to game number 46 of the Winnipeg Jets versus the Leafs. I am joined by my co-host, Ginger Claus. What's going on, my friend?
happy to be here.
And our special guest, Phil. What's going on, buddy? How's it going?
Hey, I'm well. How's everyone doing out there today, man? Oh, thank you.
I'm doing great. I got one question for you both, though.
What do you got?
Okay.
Shoot.
Is there anything better than beating the Jets?
The blowjob Sammy's going to get when he gets home.
Oh, hey, yo, God damn. Okay, let me answer your question with another question. Is there anything better than shutting out the Jets? Let me ask you that question.
Very true.
Same answer.
Yeah. Well played. Applicable. Well played.
You think a 1-0 game would be, like kind of a boring game to watch, but it actually wasn't that boring.
No, it was the opposite. I mean, the first period, I swore the whole time.
Yeah.
The second period, I smiled a little bit, and then the third period, I was just like, "What the fuck?" Like that was far from a boring hockey game.
I started watching the saves. It's like Sammy was unbelievable tonight.
I don't want to.
Sammy.
I was gonna say this is
What
one
were
of
you
those
about to
games
say,
where
Phil?
when you this is one of those games where when you read the box score, it's not going to do it justice because like if you're an outsider looking at it like, oh, 1-0 overtime win, like that's it. Like, oh, I don't need to watch the highlights. But then when you go and watch the highlights, you're going to see chaos, insane officiating, absolute rage from Sheldon Keefe with his power play, amazing saves, and then just an absolutely bonkers OT play and goal that I actually can't believe counted. I thought they were going to look at that, but nope. It's Austin Matthews.
The way it hit off of him and went in, it was definitely like, whoa, like, is this going to count?
I'm like, did he hit the goalie at all?
Yeah. Well, what I forget what they said it on the broadcast. I didn't even see it. This has to be one more game now without the Leafs getting shut out.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Since goodness gracious, Canada bubble. So that would have been 2021, I think.
I believe, yeah. Time. I think it was like March or April or something like that.
I said the funny scenario that, gentlemen, we are going to see one of two things, and either one is hilarious. Either Samsonov getting a shutout, or you're going to see Samsonov getting a shutout, or that Leaf streak broken. Like that's not actually like that's so insane. Like
Kyle actually just messaged me. He said 191 games straight.
Oh,
it was against the Penguins. It was the last.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh!
It was like 7-0 or 6-0. It was disgusting, that game.
Oh my god! So that's pre-bubble. Wow, that's insane. Holy shit!
Yeah, so Kyle, can you message on Twitter? Does it actually work on there?
Ooh, good question.
I want to see. I want to see if it actually comes through because I saw mine. It was after the bubble 2-0 final.
After the bubble.
2-0. Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it does work.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Possibly.
Twitter, it actually does work. That's pretty cool.
Dang.
That's cool. Sweet.
I'd like the stoners learn technology. Whoa, look at this, man. Look at this. Bro, it's in the days. Let's
works,
go.
dude.
I like we're all like, oh, whoa, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so as we said, like that game, right? So now,
Yes.
let's break down the first period first.
Total garbage for everyone but Sammy.
Absolutely. If that video is actually on here, we can watch that.
Oh,
Like even what you were saying, Phil, is like you look at the stats or the box score, you don't even want to watch the highlights because you're like it's boring. Like if you look at the shots, that doesn't even tell the story. It was what like they were both in the 30s or high 20s, one 30s, other. Like at the beginning or at the end of the first, it was what 17-4.
16, yeah, 16 or 17-4
for the Jets?
the shots. Yeah,
Yeah.
Holy,
the Leafs
okay.
dude, the Leafs came out so flat in the first period. Like,
Oh, it was
They had-
awful, man.
it was
If we
like
weren't doing this show
straight-
tonight, I would have shut it off.
Oh my lord!
they-
So full
I actually wrote
discretion,
down
I
right
worked.
here.
I didn't see it, so that's nuts. Holy!
So I actually wrote down a stat. So they had one shot in the first 10 minutes
Ew!
of the game.
Ew!
Yeah,
What are we doing? What are we paying these 40 million guys for? What
exactly.
are you
You
doing?
got to create that off.
I think we're paying them so they can do ads on TSN and Sportsnet, and they can spend their millions hanging out with Justin Bieber. But that's just me.
So Kyle said Sammy gave the belt to Maddie. Maddie immediately gave it back.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Is there a video? If you can link that video, we can actually put it
Did
on.
Austin Matthews play? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Oh, gonna get roasted.
As the internet was set ablaze. Oh my lord!
No, okay.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
Master Way.
So if there is a video, I'll put it on, but there's no video yet, he said.
Oh my goodness gracious! Wow, 16 to 4.
no.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
astounding.
yeah. So
Yeah, and I bet after the first and the intermission, Keith was just making the dolphin noises, just fuck off, guys. What
Oh
the
my
fuck are you guys?
they just
Yo, that's
like
pretty
they
spot
literally
on.
could not get anything. They literally could not get anything going.
Oh my goodness! And this team's
Just
stingy
everything.
defensively.
Literally, no shots, like nothing. Like we said, it was like 16, 17 shots to 4.
Yeah, they didn't show up until period 2. I don't even know if they barely showed up then.
Yeah, and then that 2-0 wasn't in the first. That was in the second period. The 2-0. Yeah, second period. That was at 2-0.
Oh my
Yeah.
lord! Do you guys
But,
ever follow
um,
that account, like Unfortunate Hockey, where it's like images that preceded like unfortunate events or something like that? They posted the 2-0 pick, and I'm like, oh no, what happened? And then I watched the clip, and I'm like, oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Does anybody know Russian for "I'm back"? Like,
I'm
quickly
back.
top of your head, like, because that was that moment right there. Like, I don't know Russian, but like, if you can translate that, oh my god, how many? 1, 2, 3? The pad save.
There was 3 saves on that. Yeah. 2
Ew,
a left
ew.
pad and then 2 rights. I think.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So we got a little Sammy on after the game here.
Okay.
You got it.
Let's hear what he has to say here.
Whole time tonight, the crowd was chanting Sammy. How does that feel?
It's unbelievable, like I almost cry when I listen to this.
God.
It's for me, really big moment for me, like it's huge.
Multiple times tonight, the crowd.
Okay, so we're gonna cry tonight on the show.
Apparently, get a little tearjerker in there, like
Holy.
like I got a full on admit. I was so hard on Sammy this year on Twitter. Like
Me too.
I was
Yeah.
very hard on him.
Anybody
You were-
else now
you were
feel
pretty
bad?
bad.
Anyone else feel bad now after hearing that? Like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's why. That's
man.
why we all owe
No.
him like
Oh.
sexual favors.
At the same time, at the
Oh my
same
Lord.
time, though, some of the stuff that was said was totally justified at the time, and he would probably even agree with that. He didn't play well.
Yeah, the stats speak for themselves. Highest
Yeah.
goals against, highest lowest save percentage, like lowest goals saved above expected. Listen, the numbers don't lie, man. It's true. Like he was terrible.
Yeah, he had a rough little start. It wasn't even a start to the season. We're midway through, and he's just showing up. I don't know if he was on Russian time, maybe, or what, but
They
he
kept
was late.
repeating on the broadcast that those 2 weeks he had off. It's Stanford,
His
the goalie
dad.
coach. Is it Stanford? The goalie coach?
Curtis Sanford, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Stanford,
so,
correct.
like
Yes.
they're saying, like he spent a lot of time with him. Like he was, I don't think he went on the ice at all with the Marlies. Like he didn't practice with them.
No, he didn't. I don't even
And
think
then
he skated with him.
And like when you were just saying there after too, that like spending time with his dad coming down, and 2 weeks getting away from the game. Who knows? Maybe that's something they should look at doing. Maybe at this point of the season, like a 2 week break, no All-Star, nothing. Like 2 weeks, give the guys some like mental breaks. Problem with this,
That would be.
You go into this break hot, right? Then it kills your momentum. But
There's also two things you got to think about there. One, first off, I am for players getting more rests, and I think as like fans, we sometimes underestimate that these are humans. They have mental health, of course, and getting away from the game for like as long as he did, not even practicing, just having that time and just space to clear his head. Like goaltending, especially, so mental. It's all between the ears.
It's crazy.
The way performance is. And to just get that time away, I think really helped him reset. Like if he deactivated social media or if he has any good, but man, you can't underestimate how much having that time off would affect someone. And the NHL is never going to do that because time off means no dollars. And Batman
it's
is
no
all
income.
about money. So yeah, sorry, league doesn't make money. They don't want that.
But yes, but also what makes more money is your product being very good too, though, right? Like,
well, what they should do.
You're gonna get more.
We got the PWHL now, right? So, like, what if you take 2 weeks and the NHL says we will literally rent out our full-scale arenas for your teams in Minnesota, New York, Toronto, Ottawa, etc., and you can play on Sportsnet and TSN under our contract for 2 weeks, but you got to pay us for it. So then NHL gets their break. The women get some spotlight because let's admit it, they're getting played occasionally on Sportsnet and stuff. I see them a lot. I watch, but a lot of people are straight up saying, "I'm not going to watch that." Make it so they have to. It's good hockey.
Yeah,
it's great hockey.
It's fantastic, man. I've been plugging the women's game for almost a decade. Now, pretty much. I covered the CWHL, their last All-Star game here in Toronto. I was there.
Nice.
That was such a blast. I watched the PHF when it was on Twitch during the pandemic, and if it's 2024 and y'all are still just hating on it unnecessarily without watching, then I don't have anything to say to you, man. Like, you offer nothing of valid to this conversation.
And my favorite thing is, sorry, Dusty, you go.
There's no logos.
Yeah, that's a bit much. But there's also no names yet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the only negative thing I have to say about like their product.
Yeah. But
it's not marketable right now.
Yeah, it isn't real. And there's people who are buying those jerseys. You see them in the crowd.
Yeah.
People have those PWHL jerseys with just the name. So I guess like they're still able to market it a bit, but yeah, like
buy the rights.
I don't know.
Logo. That was such a dope logo.
Which
the
logo?
Six?
The Furies?
The Toronto 6 logo.
Oh, I was gonna say Six or the Furies. Pick either one. They were both great. Oh my goodness, the Six logo was dope.
I'm trying. I can't.
The Six jerseys were dope too.
They were
like just everything about them. And then we win a cup, and then they're like, league closed.
Yeah. Oh, Toronto team won? Nah, done.
Toronto
Shut it
won a
down.
cup
It's
in
over.
hockey.
No.
Oh, it was women. Yeah, still shut down the league.
You don't even want to hear the AHL after 2018. They're like, "Are you serious? A Calder Cup,
A Calder Cup?
bro?
Oh my
for
God.
real? No,
Jeez.
no."
Kyle Dubas?
Yeah, they almost folded the AHL. It was crazy. I was there. I saw the faces and everything. They're like, "Yeah, no, we're done." Yo, the Marlies. Oh my God, no.
Someone blacked this out on Bettman's screen. Someone blacked this out on Bettman's screen.
Oh my God, a team from the Texas didn't win. Oh, Gary was pissed. That was a good episode. Going back to that was a good
Shut it
episode.
down.
Oh my God, shut it down. Shut it down, just like Samsonov tonight. But here's my question to you two gentlemen. I'll pose to you. So that's now what, arguably 3 solid games from Samsonov in a row now, right? Shutout,
Yeah.
a good last game, a good win, and then was it that last game where he lost, but put up some great saves? It's 3 games. That's an okay enough sample size. Do you think he is back on the right track? Do you think he's still got something to prove? What do you think? Is this the Samsonov we're going to get from now on, or do you think he's still got some work to do?
Dusty, you go first.
It's a tough one.
I think you take this kind of game by game right now.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
you're going to go game by game with him right now. Like it is looking good, right? Like, but like he's played great twice. I would start him Saturday. I see how he does Saturday, and then I kind of go from there, right? Like you want to play the goalie that's going to give you the best chance to win no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
If we can afford it, I would send someone down and have a 3 tandem between Jones, Wool when he's back and healthy, and Sammy. Create a competition in between all of them.
So, if you look at Sammy's playing tonight, all right, he tracks the puck better. He's not flying like a fish. He's finding his post. He's staying inside the post. He lost track of the puck there when it was on the side of the net. You remember that, Dusty?
Mm-hmm.
He lost track of the
That was
puck, but
the
he was still in position. So if somebody didn't get, like, the past however long it's been, 40 games, when he was playing, he was literally like a car on ice.
Yeah.
He would shuffle to go from post to post, and he'd hit the boards. Like, he was out of control. Tonight, he was moving better. The night before, he was moving better. He says he's feeling better. Like, I'd like to say he's back. But, Dusty, what you said, creating a competition, I don't know if that's what someone who's going through mental health issues needs right now. Because you can give the net to Wall, and then you can give the net to Jones, and then you can bring it back to Sammy 3 games later. And what if he's like watching this and loses his groove? I'd ride him while he's hot, but like, what if he has a bad game? Like last year, one of the things I loved about Sammy last year, he could bounce back from a bad goal, and he could bounce back from a bad game. If we got 3 goalies in rotation, he has a bad game knowing Keefe is going to be like, well, Jones gets it next. Jones plays for 3 or 4, and then he has a bad game. Oh, we're going to run Wall now. And then Sammy comes back, and he's like stiff as a board. Like, you don't know how it's going to go, especially with a coach like Sheldon Keefe, where you don't know if he'd just fucking Sammy's next bad game, he could be abandoned again. I don't know. That's a very hard question to answer. I'd like to say he's back, but I need more than 3 games.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
That's where I'm at too. You need more than 3 games. Like,
but for running 3 goalies, I don't know how he would handle that given the whole fact that he said, I'm struggling mentally. Like, you know, if you're doing bad at your job and someone says, we're going to have someone ride along with you, Dusty, that might not make you feel great, right?
yeah, I get what you're saying, man. 100%.
Yeah. No, I'm just
goalies.
stoned and I have ADHD, so I'm over explaining.
I know. No, you're
I
doing
like
a
the
good job.
thoroughness. I love the thoroughness there.
Yeah.
They kind of go off of your point, Dusty. You brought a good point up that's actually something. I want to feel like they thought about that, like running 3 goalies. If you'd have told me this in late November, we want to run 3, I'd be like, sweet, yep, do it, 100% do it, because you need wins, you need early wins, to set yourself up for potential down the road failures or missteps. Like, you got to buy yourself runway in order to succeed as a good team. And now, when inevitably Joseph Wall comes back, who's arguably their best goaltender they have right now, statistically at least, if Samsonov continues this, my theory is you have to split it 50-50. You have to. Samsonov's hot. Wool's coming back. If Wool immediately produces again, that's cool. Then you have 2 good goalies who are on their game at 50-50.
Exactly.
You have to split the starts and create, like you said, again, that internal competition, but between 2 and not the 3. I don't want you to sacrifice like any forward or any depth that you have for a third goalie that you might not even really need, right? Like, if like bottom 6 or trades happen or whatever, you don't want to be weak in the forward department if 2 goalies are humming. If they're humming, by all means,
yeah, 2 goalies
50-50.
humming. Yeah.
Make one earn the net. When Joseph Woll comes back, be like, great, good to have you back. We've been holding it down. This is it. Here's your shot. Earn it, and then give Sammy a chance to respond. And if he also responds, then you go with the hotter hand. You just keep going, or you just keep splitting it back and forth. Yeah. I like that competition in terms of the 2 goalie system there. I think if Samsonov continues to play well, if he continues to show, as you said, tracking the puck better, more optimized movements between the posts, which you're right, we haven't seen that since last year in the Tampa series, where he outdueled Andrei Vasilevsky, which people seem to forget.
Everyone forgot that, even me.
Yep, he outdueled arguably the best, or at least a top 3 goaltender in all of hockey. He outdueled him. He shows he has this in him.
Yeah,
if he can find this game like he did, he's back.
Yeah, but no one really thought it was him that lost his skill. A lot of people thought it was more like everyone knew it was mental before he even came in and said it. Everyone knew it was mental. Right?
Yeah, and you can't play. It's hard to play in Toronto with mental issues.
Well,
because we've got fans that will eat you the fuck alive.
I could see why in a way too, man. Like he had a 10-month-old at home.
Yeah.
Like now the baby's 10 months now. So that means like October the baby was that would have been like probably
6 months. Like crying all night.
Yeah. I know that if say October, that'd be around 4 months, 4 or 5 months.
Matt, on the fucking Stoner podcast, baby.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's 4 months ago, October?
Well, November, December, January. So 3.5.
Yeah. Well, pretty much February now. Yeah.
I'm not the guy to ask for math. All right.
We need a math.
I'm a drummer. I count to 4. That's it. Like that's all.
Yeah, he's drummer. I was gonna make the joke at some point, but you did. So drummers can only count to 4.
See, I got ahead of you. It's called self-awareness. That's right.
Actually, I'll tell you one thing. I played in I don't even know if this is a genre anymore, but back in the day it was called mathcore. And then it turned into like gent. I'd be able to send you some links sometime.
Okay.
Our drummer was always drumming in like 5/4 timing. He was out of this world and insane. I got nothing bad to say about him. And your drumming, I like your drumming too. It's pretty fucking sick. So drums stand out to me. I wasn't a drummer, but like I can drum, so like they do stand out to me. But like I was just a singer in my band. But most of the time drummers, it's hard to find one that can count to 4.
Exactly. It's tough, especially if you got to go beyond that. And then, Dusty, this guy. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, great. We were looking at Jesse Pollock.
This is
Oh,
what Kyle
boy.
sent me. Congratulations,
Oh.
Leaf fans. You beat the Jets 1-0 in overtime when we were without Shifley, Velarde, and Morrissey. See you Saturday night.
I'm pretty
yeah.
pissed off that
Rent's
pretty
due. It's the
pissed off that I
24th.
defended them.
That's right.
Bookmark
Leafs
that
engagement,
one.
baby. It's rent's due. Here we go.
Yeah.
Get that
Definitely
money,
gonna
Jesse.
bookmark.
Get that money, buddy. Get the
Gonna
bag,
bookmark
King.
that one.
Oh my lord. Oh my god.
You know, he plays it off though, man. Like that guy, as much as you can't stand him, and he has the most punchy face, he plays it.
He's good at it, yeah.
He is good at it.
Oh, he's
I want to
fucking
know
great.
Yeah, go ahead.
because I don't
can't click
remember.
on those links, Kyle.
I can't remember.
Look at me on,
but who did he
Santiam.
cheer for before the expansion where Jets came in? Wasn't he a Leafs fan?
I should not remember, and I don't want to.
I'm pretty sure he was a Leafs fan before
Dude,
the Jets came along.
I had no idea who he was till like 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay. I just remember him wearing Leafs jerseys a lot in videos, but
Lost bet?
Oh my lord.
that could have been it. Maybe he lost a bet. Maybe he was nobody
do.
before the Jets came.
They were the Bar Down guys, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Bar Down was even around before the Jets.
No. Well, actually, they were, but it's not in the iteration you think of now.
Yeah.
It was a separate entity at TSN, but they did like a lot of those trade deadline like music videos and stuff like that, which were
Yeah.
hilarious. It
Yeah.
wasn't as it is in its current context. Which good for TSN. They capitalized on, you know, the whole social media, like quizzes, things like that. They wrote it. They're doing it well. All those guys are doing well. So my hat's off to them, man. It's hard to make a living in this world doing content, and they carved their niche, did it well, and brought in some boisterous personalities and killed it.
Exactly. Hats off to them. Like
Mhm.
it is catchy. A lot of their stuff, their videos, like they make pretty good content. Like the quizzes and stuff like that. That's very cool. I like it. It's like when he
I've
starts
always
stealing-
liked them.
They are pretty good. The thing with like Jesse, I always love too, is he's always going in and he's always chirping. And I'm like, man, yeah, go for it. Go for it, but have a backbone. All right. Don't be like, oh, they're bullying me. It's like, okay. You ever hear science cause and effect? Like, don't back off now, man. Own your shit. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah, come on, dude. If you're saying this, if you launch a grenade into the most hostile environment and don't expect them to fire back, man.
Oh yeah. Well, I had to admit,
He swung at a hornet's nest and they stung him. Imagine.
Imagine.
The guy is a champ.
He's good. He absolutely is. He's like the Leafs heel, and it's the best thing. He's killing it in this role. He's good.
Oh, Kyle's got a video here. Okay.
Oh,
Good.
I like this. Producer Kyle. Editor
Kyle
Kyle.
from them clutch.
He's got the links. Oh, here we go. Oh. It's so visceral.
How can you look so happy and be so upset?
Yeah.
This guy's great, man. Holy moly. I like the visceral note. He's screaming. What a lad. Oh, my Lord. It's so painful. Oh, Jesse. What a guy. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, God. That's
I
so
need him
funny.
in indie wrestling shows. He's so good as a heel. Oh, my Lord. Just no! Oh, my goodness gracious. Holy.
That's great.
Can you believe it, though? 39 goals for Austin Matthews. It's
That was
January.
insane. That
It's
was
January, man. Like, okay. 70 goals. Yes or no? Right now. Top of your head. You don't get to think about it. 70 goals.
I say he does it.
yes.
70 goals. Yep.
I-
You think
I
so?
say he does it.
Does that get him the Hart and the 10th Lindsay? 70 goals, first time since what? Alexander McGillney? Does he get both if he does that again?
I don't know. I don't know.
It could.
I'm thinking Kucherov or McKinnon's going to win it. Even if Matthews scores 70, I still think they'll get it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Man? Like, even if Matthews does something that hasn't been done in 30 years since the dead puck era, you think he's not going to do it? That's what I got to draw my line in the sand, man. He brings 70 goals. Luck.
I think he does. It should. It 100% should. But man, like, will it happen? I'd be shocked
if he was on any team but the Leafs.
Let me ask you this: did you have this same reaction when he did 60? For the first time since what? Steven Stamkos? Did you have the same kind of thought process? And then look what happened.
To be honest, man, I honestly didn't think he was going to win the Hart either that year.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. You don't think so, but
no, you're 100% right there.
They take that into account, man.
Yeah,
I'd like the cup.
Dude, I'd like the cup too, man. Oh my lord, I'd like a second round win. Like the bar. Do you feel the bar is so low for happiness? I want a first round win. Cool. I want a second round win. Oh
yeah.
Up, man.
Come on.
Like,
and it's no fair, man. It's no fair. Okay, I've been waiting for 32 years for the Leafs to win a Stanley Cup. I went out my front door tonight, and there was a package at my feet for my 12-year-old. Do you know what she ordered?
What?
One of those Stanley Cup coffee mugs. Just like that. Just click. She had a Stanley Cup at our door. I'm still waiting. Not fucking impressed. She only paid $140. I paid my blood and sweat and tears. I say she paid $140. I'm sure it came from me somehow.
But you forgot to factor
is that what
in blood,
those
sweat, and
Stanley
tears
mugs
inclusion.
are?
I was gonna say the same thing. Like that's
really? How much those things cost?
Well, the purple one, yeah, I guess.
No way.
You're telling me $1 billion company like MLSE can't afford one Stanley Cup? Are you for real?
Yeah, for real. It's $140, and you can't give your fans one Stanley Cup.
We can't buy one. Are you serious?
You said the purple one? I see the purple one right here. Yeah, it's $109 on Amazon.
God, shipping.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
$440
for a cup that holds your coffee.
Bro. Like,
I got one that has a Maple Leafs logo on it. Mm-hmm. You know what you can't order on Amazon? One of those coffee Stanley Cups with a Maple Leafs logo on it. They don't make it. What kind of fucking joke is that? You can't even get a Leafs logo on one of those.
Not yet, because you wait till they have that partnership with the NHL, and that cup goes from 109 to 150.
They'd probably still have every team but Toronto, just to fucking piss us off. You guys can't have a Stanley Cup.
But get your Arizona Coyotes mug tomorrow, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, my word.
You're going to need it since you're so close to the ice, since there's only 5,000 seats, you're going to freeze in there.
That's the Stanley Cup we're getting.
You need the Stanley Cup.
That's the Stanley Cup we're getting.
Oh my God!
Did you see this today? This is so bad. I sent it to you. I don't know. Did you see it, Phil?
Oh no, I was at work, so there's a good chance I missed it. What is it? Fill me in, brother. This is
bad.
Oh, let's see this. Hold on.
You see it?
Hold up. I gotta get rid of it. Oh, I know exactly what that is. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know enough about the situation, so I am all right.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there.
That's the safest answer yet.
Yeah, it's like no, thank you.
That'll be for the show on Friday. We're gonna talk about that.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious, man. Question.
All right, so back to the second period.
Yes. Oh my God. Great.
That's how it goes here. Yeah, we get all distracted and shit.
This is great.
Second period.
What was your first second period? One thing I kept noticing too, actually, is that fucking drop pass. That fucking drop pass at the blue line that always gets picked off and it always goes back the other way. That can we stop that?
No, I
Between
think that's just
that-
something we're going to be forced to watch for the rest of the season because it's been happening every game.
Like that and that fucking slingshot they do too.
The slingshot. Oh my god.
predictable.
Fuck's sakes.
So predictable.
Are we? Listen, I didn't watch the second period because I missed it. I was working. I'm gonna assume we're talking about the stupid drop pass zone entry on the power play. Is that what we're talking about? Am I right?
It is.
Oh my!
Owen, what was it? 0-5 power play.
Oh my!
0-5, yeah.
Like that, it was absolutely terrible. Like the
It
power
was
play was
really fucking.
Oh my god.
Like
Kyle, if you're still here, can you find the assistant coach who's in charge of the power play, please? If you can,
I
and let me know.
believe it's
Or
power
if you know.
play. It's Van Ryan, I think.
I think so.
Mike Van Ryn, Mr. I got put through the glass. Mike Van Ryn. He's running our
believe it
power
is
play.
Mike Van Ryan, yeah.
Oh my god. The zone entry sucks. I don't. That's it. It sucks. I hate it. I know Marshall hates it. It's terrible. It sucks. It's so predictable, man. It's like missionary every single night, man. Holy fuck! Can we change it up, man? Holy god! Like I hate it. Can we dump the puck in once, ever? You're gonna have 5 guys standing still. You're gonna fucking
because then you gotta go in along the boards and pick the puck up. We don't do that. That's scary.
That's scary. Oh my!
We don't do that here. Go
Mm.
cheer for someone like Tampa Bay with tough players. Here, we drop the pass at the blue line and wait for them to go take a penalty kill.
Or we
That
sling
penalty
them.
kill shot.
And that stupid.
Or
fucking
we sling.
shot.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? Pucks in the corners can be scary. But I have a question. Are you gentlemen scared of like what is it? 50 million? Are you guys scared of that amount? 50 million, give or take?
It's
No?
intimidating, yes.
It
I
can
don't
be
know what I'd do with
intimidating?
it all.
Because going into the corners is exactly what got Zach Hyman $50 million, gentlemen, with another team. And boy, can the Leafs use someone like that. Oh my lord, man.
Man, can you imagine Hyman on this?
You ever
team, man?
notice that Zach Hyman's nose just keeps getting more crooked and he just keeps getting better at hockey?
Yep, he could break his entire cartilage and he would still freaking probably put up another 20, 30, 40 goals.
Yeah.
It's
While in the corners, getting beat up and beating people up. Anyway, second period.
Second period. Drop pass.
Oh.
Terrible.
so
Slingshot, terrible. Only good for paintball back in the day.
So my thing was that 2-0. The 2-0 happens.
Okay.
Oh.
Coming down on Sammy. Sammy comes up with 2 big saves. Oh, wait. I forgot to mention one thing about the 2-0. It was on a fucking power play.
Yeah, it was on a power play.
Like
Where Matthews and Marner just kind of hovered over to the bench.
Yeah.
So long, Sammy. Glad you're doing well tonight. We're going to go sit.
Yeah. So like they do that. That happens. They come 2-0, and then another penalty happens. Like literally right after that.
And what happened on that next power play? Can you fill me in?
Nothing.
I thought it was
Jack
quite
shit.
That's
wow.
true.
No, something did happen.
Yes. What happened? Fill me in.
I think the coach grew something.
Oh, his balls. He grew his balls.
Yeah. He sat.
He found them. They were rolling around next to his wife's lipstick in her purse. He plucked them out. He put them back there in the gooch area, and he said, Mitch, Austin,
Ginge is out here.
You guys are going to sit next power play. You guys, when you see the puck going towards your goalie and there's no defenseman, you know you're supposed to go after that, right? Not skate to the bench. So you guys are going to sit.
Apparently we got Coach Chippy in here.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was,
He looked down the bench and he said, "All right, gentlemen, anyone who's making over $8 million next season, sit." That's exactly what happened on that power play. If you're making over eight,
at the core
sit.
5, man. He sat all of them.
He said, if you make over $8 million next year, sit down.
Well,
And that's what happened.
Mo's at 7.5, I think.
If you make over
Yeah,
7.5,
well, okay.
sit down.
Morgan Riley's head is already at All-Star Weekend. Man, did you see that where he picked the puck off Buddy and then he went to clear it, and before he even cleared it, Buddy picked it right back?
Yeah. Yeah.
What a fucking annoying play. Like, how many...
For me.
You just picked the puck off, Buddy, okay? So you must think he's probably pretty close to me since I was pretty close to him. Maybe I should clear it fast. No.
No.
Lackadaisical.
And we won.
Power plays. And we won.
Watch that power play. They put, I forget ever. I think it was Yarncrook, Nyes, Robertson. I don't even remember who else. And then
Domi, I think.
Domi was out there, and Timmins.
Like, you put Connor Timmins on the fucking power play.
Oh man,
you must be truly desperate.
If I could court-martial one guy on the defense, it would be Timmins.
He is terrible.
Oh, he's awful. Man. He can score all right sometimes, once every 7 games, but he's dog shit.
Yeah,
he's the new Justin Hall. At least fucking 3 times a game, I'm like, what the fuck, Timmins? He's the new Hall.
The turnovers he had in the game, man, like
that's
trying to carry the puck up and getting picked off. And I get it takes skill to do that. It does. Like, you got to give credit to the Jets. The Jets played. Oh, there's Beck.
There we go. You got to give credit for what? Sorry.
The Jets. They played a great game.
Oh,
the Jets played an amazing game. I can see why the Jets are a top 3 team.
And they were down. They were down their goalie. They were down a defense. They were down 2 defense. They were down a forward.
Morrissey is on their top unit, playing 25 minutes a game.
Yeah, but those Jets, they're built to run without stars. Like right up and down the lineup, everyone is a competitor.
They played them hard, and they play their defensive game is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Like watching them, like they collapse within the net, and it just swallows all that opportunity. And that's where the Leafs thrive, is in those high danger places, and they know to collapse back in there.
They're stingy. That's it.
It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how Saturday goes.
Exactly.
I think it's going to be a lot more higher scoring.
I think it's going to be one of those games where like both teams has more than 2 at the end of the first. But I think
be like 5-4 or something like that.
And 2 penalties called all game after this.
Yeah,
2 penalties called all
against the Leafs. Against the Leafs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Winnipeg scores on both power plays.
It's a bad game. Sheldon Keefe gets fired and has to get a cab back to the airport.
What airport?
Poor bastard. What airport?
Yeah, what airport? Yeah.
There isn't one.
Exactly. What airport?
Is there actually not an
Winnipeg?
airport?
No, Winnipeg does not have an airport.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Winnipeg has an airport. There's no way Winnipeg doesn't have an airport.
I like that. Does Winnipeg have an airport? But man, like that sucks to hear about Timmins.
Yeah, Winnipeg definitely has an airport. It's called. Fuck off.
I had to keep my face fucking straight there. Holy shit!
I didn't even have it. I was looking it up.
They do have an airport.
That was kind of dumb, but yeah, it's stoner.
Wait a minute, they got a fly.
They don't even have McDonald's in Winnipeg.
Okay, listen here, buddy. There's places that probably have a McDonald's and no hospital. All right, let's calm down,
dude. I wonder. We got a Tim Hortons in ours.
Oh, word? That's kind of dope.
Yeah, but we also have people die in the waiting room, so.
Oh, well.
Yeah, me and Dusty have had this conversation before. New Brunswick, on a list of every province and state in the world, New Brunswick is below African countries for healthcare, but it's free.
No. Hey. Oh my lord! So, gentlemen, what else happened in the second period for those of us who might have missed it due to monetary reasons?
I had Benoit. Benoit throwing the big hits.
Oh,
Benoit is a fucking blessing.
Oh my god, the crippler back there! Holy,
such a beauty! Like those hits. If we could have another guy kind of like him to add in the top four, keep Benoit in the bottom six, and add someone another top four, like with McCabe, two hard hitting guys.
Oh,
makes them more of a pain in the ass to play against.
At
least,
yeah. I want every zone entry to have to be a dump in because you are too scared to try and skate by those guys. I want that. I want them. I want you to be paralyzed trying to cross that blue line.
Yeah, and me. Ginge and I have had we've had this kind of debate going on last I don't remember if it was last episode of this or on our podcast on Friday nights. We were saying, do you think they're just going to start building this team around Willie and Austin? Willie, Austin, and Mo.
Man, that's not bad. Like the thing is it depends on like how. I have this like working theory that like if John Tavares wants more than $5 million at the end of next year, let him go.
I agree.
You let him go. I'd top at 5 for like 3-4 seasons, like 3 seasons at most, or that's it.
It just sucks because like you can't move those two guys. You can't move Mitch or John.
No, you can't.
And you're not going to be able to, and you're going to have to let them walk, and all you're gaining from that is cap space.
A lot of it, but like you're losing the quality of like player.
But like, what if the free agent pool is dog shit at this time? Like, what are you going to do?
How much
overpay and make bad choices?
How much is $22 million?
Well, you can do a lot of one-year deals on $22 million.
You could go and get, you can get 4 guys that are $5 million players.
Yeah, but what if it's not available, right? That's the gamble. If you trade them, you're guaranteed you can get something.
Yeah,
but you can't move Tavares.
No. There's trades to acquire assets.
You can't move Marner, man. No move. If you were gonna move him, what was it? Last summer was the summer, or the summer past? Yeah. That was the time.
He could waive it, man. If someone comes to you and says, "We would like you to move your no move," would you not feel like, "Oh, I'm not wanted here"? Clearly, would you not be like, "Fine, fuck it, I'll leave"?
I guess I've never looked at it that way. Eh? The general manager pulls you into the office and says, "Listen, we want to trade you. You got to move your no trade clause." My first reaction is like, "Fuck you, fine then, send me anywhere."
That's
I guess.
Then, yeah.
Thing is I think Marner goes to another franchise, and he probably will be the one, like the next guy that, like, oh, you let this guy go. But I think it's still the move that might be the necessary one.
It might be, and I think we're going to gain a lot more clarity of that next year, especially around this time next year. Like that, this
I don't even think next year, man. I think we're going to see who Marner is in this summer. In negotiations.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul and Darren are just like, oh, baby, round 2.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So
where's
what
the
what is he's going to want $13 million, and there's no way they should give him $13 million.
They shouldn't have gave Austin $13 million.
Austin, I can see
70 goal scorers, man.
Unless he's a fucking Nathan McKinnon who took like what he took until he had a cup to show for it. No player should be getting $13 million.
McKinnon's a rare exception because when he signed his contract, he was coming off 2 less than ideal seasons, and he had 0. Zero.
Yeah, I guess.
That Colorado team as well was also not the greatest.
Colorado
got so so lucky that like he signed long term and they just drafted made incredible deals. So much had
He
to
was an
fall their
RFA
way.
too. He was an RFA too.
So he had nothing, zero leverage.
Hmm.
He did like an interview with Spit and Chicklets years ago, or like a couple years ago. I listened to it. I was like, damn, yeah. He even talked. He's like, I was coming off 2 bad ones. He's like, I signed how I signed, and man, so much went right for that team to get to where they are today. Half of it is definitely luck. Half of it is trades and signings. So
yeah, and that Patty Waugh, like when Patty Waugh was there, remember like Duchesne was there, and like that was still good teams. And
Jack Adams, he won the Jack Adams that year.
Yeah,
he's the best coach.
Just shows,
he lost
right?
in Game 7 overtime.
Yeah. Well, the whole Keefe thing, like we can bring this into this game, and like he can blame his top guys all he wants, and it is about time and they are held accountable, but at the same time, like, why aren't you readjusting? These guys are reading you constantly. Why are you not readjusting to the game? Like, and that's where I feel he keeps getting out coached. Right? Like, you can tell both teams get up for this game. You can tell whenever we play the Jets, it means something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I would say they're probably one of the biggest. Vancouver and the Jets are probably the biggest rivals outside in the West for Toronto.
Yeah, that's probably
Winnipeg for sure.
Yeah.
But like it's like considered.
I'd almost say Edmonton's more than Vancouver, like because of the fans. The fans hate us and we hate them, right?
The fans are just that meme of the dude in the elevator. He's like, I hate you. And they're just like, I don't even know who you are. Or, sorry, I don't think about you at all. Like, that's,
exactly.
That's that meme. It's like, I don't think about you at all.
I've never seen a Vancouver Canucks fan on Twitter say something to me and be like, shut your mouth, you fucking idiot. But like, I see Edmonton Oilers at Edmonton, Connor McDavid, 97. I'm like, fuck you and your mother and your sister and your dog.
Let me send you some Canucks fans accounts. You're going to have a great laugh.
No, you're going to ruin it for me.
Oh, I see all of them, buddy. I go in the trenches. I see all of them. I have a couple friends who are trolls and shit, so like I see everything, and I go, okay. Oh, I keep so many receipts. It is fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna ruin you. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's been fun, Canucks fans. I did like you.
And this long-haired guy came in and ruined everything.
Yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck the Canucks. Fuck Rick Tocchet. Fuck Luongo. Fuck Dan Cloutier.
Dan Cloutier? Dan Cloutier catching strays out here. What happened? Man's 3 hours behind right now trying to eat dinner. Like, the fuck you say about
Jesus Christ, I haven't played for the Vancouver Canucks since the 90s.
Yeah, like, what the hell? To bring it back to Sheldon Keefe, though, his two biggest issues, like he said, is not readjusting, and it's always been player deployment. In my opinion. And it's funny because like the last part of the broadcast I did like kind of see was the third, like the intermission, and they were like, this is like the first time like Keefe's held those big guys accountable, and it's refreshing to see. The big thing is if he walks it back like he did last time, which I hope he doesn't, because
I actually said that on
the tweet. Yeah, right? Like, just don't walk it back now. Like, stick to your gut, Sheldon. But if he's going to finally take this new approach, then great. Where has it been? Where has it been all the time? But yeah, his inability to adjust to the game is something that needs to be studied. And same with the power play. Like, dude, this power play was so good in 2018 to bring it back.
I know.
It was so good when they just got to Arsenal. But guess what happened? Coaches said, "Yeah, I don't like getting scored on every like 2 times." And they adjusted. And then Keefe's like, we tried nothing, and we're out of ideas. Like,
so a point for actually the more further your point of the power play. So they said it on the broadcast. I think it was just at the beginning of the third period. I believe it was. I think they said the Leafs were 1 for 18 And I think it went to 1 for 19 right after that because that was the end of that penalty. It was as the penalty there. So they are 1 in 19 on their last 20 power plays, 19 power plays. So yeah, it probably would be around 20 after the other at the end of the night.
If that was a score on a test in high school, you'd be going for extra help.
Extra help, I think.
The power play needs extra help, man. Holy God. That's abysmal. Teams don't win with that. You get to the playoffs, you're not winning.
When you have the much firepower that they have on this team, man, that's fucking embarrassing.
It's like having a Ferrari. The engine's always dead. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's the point then? Why have
like
it?
It's
Power
like
play.
the ice cream machine at McDonald's. Always broken.
But when it's on, oh, it's so good. Oh,
Exactly.
that's a great analogy, actually. That's really good.
My sister was a McDonald's worker, and she said that it was very rarely actually broken. That sometimes they just didn't want to have to like refill it.
No, it's a statement.
Actually,
it's 100%
this is a thing I saw on. I think it was a YouTube documentary. It was this guy did a full-on investigation on why the ice cream machine is always broken. And he went to like multiple ones across states and shit. I was fried as hell watching this. Phil will tell you.
Like,
Phil comes down to visit. You'll see all the random shit I'm watching in the middle of the night.
It's the best. Like, I'll come back from a gig, he's still awake, and then sitting on the couch and he's watching something. I'll be like, oh. And I'll sit down and be like, oh, this is actually kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I'll sit for like 20 minutes when my food arrives.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Remember the one we watched? That guy that was programming The Simpsons?
Oh my God. I showed you that. I'm like, yo, this guy's making hit and run. Watch this.
Yeah.
He's fried out of his mind watching video games and text boxes. He's like, whoa. This man just ripped watching. He's like, I like this. Oh my God. But I can't believe that 1 for 19. Listen, you're gonna get to the playoffs with that record, and you're gonna get killed because power plays are stingy, and if you can't capitalize on that, you're dead. You're done. Pack it up.
Yeah. So
that needs to change. That needs to change, and it needs to change yesterday.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it Guy Boucher? I don't know what he's running right now. Is he running the power play?
No. Mike Van Ryn. That's what we asked.
Yeah, so it was Mike Van Ryn. So it's Guy Boucher.
You leave Guy Boucher alone right now, okay? That's the one coach I don't have a problem with.
Yeah.
Him, Sam Kim, and Jordan Bean. You say nothing ill will of those guys.
So I think Guy Boucher is going to be the coach at the end of the year.
Really? You think so?
I do, yeah.
Well, hey, let's see. You know what?
I don't see them going outside of the organization to hire until the off season.
So he's going to be the interim. He won't get the permanent position then.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, St. Louis was an intern too.
Yeah, well, it could be wrong unless he coaches them and say like they do. They pulled at Florida last year. Fully gets hot. Anything can happen.
My man finally gets his Stanley Cup from Amazon after 32 years. He finally gets it. You build a statue the next day.
They kind of had a similar thing to Florida, right? Remember when Florida made the playoffs first time in forever? They made it to the round one. They played Tampa and they lost. And I think, and then the next year they made it to the second round. And the year before that, they got swept in the second round.
By guess who? Tampa.
Yeah, and then they come back last year and they made it to the final. Oh, imagine being on that trajectory. I know you can dream, and I know
Listen, you get to the dance, anything can happen. That's it. You get there.
My theory on that though is if you play a playoff style hockey, if you're like fighting and playing playoff style hockey to get into the playoffs, when you get to the playoffs, you're already used to that intensity.
Yeah, exactly. You're built for it. You're ready to go.
Yeah.
You've already had that for the last couple of weeks of the season. You are ready. And it's kind of funny because they like even I think tonight, like that third period, like was playoff style hockey. It was intense. It was close. Not a lot of chances given up.
No, it was a very, very much like playoff style game. I can't remember the last time I watched a 1-0 game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And was excited because it was like, whoa, this is actually been intense.
Yeah, and you know what? Good for them for grinding out a win against a top 3 team.
Mm-hmm.
Credit where credit is due. They grinded it out. Sammy made some massive saves.
Mm-hmm.
He came up absolutely massive for them, and he would have definitely been one of the stars tonight.
The first star, easily.
Yeah.
No questions. Over Matthews, the first star.
Kyle even said, "Thank God we were on the good side of things."
Yeah,
it
true.
It feels great to be on that good side, right? Like,
mm-hmm.
if it would have went by the first period, they definitely wouldn't have deserved to win tonight if you were going off the first period.
16-4. I'm still mad.
Yeah.
I'm retroactively mad right now. Like, oh my Lord, they won and I'm pissed. Like, are you kidding me? Wake the hell up, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh.
Another thing I want to shout out to.
Yes.
Was in overtime. At least have the lot. They were saying, "Oh, the Jets." We all knew when are the Jets going to get their power plays? When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? I think the PK came up absolutely huge, especially in overtime. Like overtime, the PK looked incredible tonight.
It was incredible. I just want to say those last 2 penalties were 2 of the stupidest self-inflicted penalties I have ever seen.
100. They were both penalties.
Oh, yeah. And I even said it too watching. I was like, dude, the second he put the hit, I'm like, yep, that's boarding. And then when Callie reached in and just had a stick in, I'm like, ooh, hooking or tripping, flip a coin.
Do that.
Those are the stupidest self-inflicted penalties. I'm like, why do we do this? Why do we do that? Why do we put ourselves in a position to fail? Like, you could have just been more calm, more casual, but nope, we got to board a guy and then hook before the end of the period.
Exactly.
Oh my Lord, man. It's so frustrating sometimes watching this team just shoot themselves in the foot when they don't have to.
Yeah. Exactly. So
and they're not done that yet.
Let me see if I can find the last goal on here. Oh my God. That's a lot of it.
No, let's look at the first goal, not the last one.
Yeah, that's a good point. We should start at the beginning. You know, let's
look at the first goal of the game.
Let's go ahead and do that. Listen, Dusty, I like the energy, man. I like the energy of the show right now. But like, come on, you gotta go back to the beginning, okay? Come on. Catch everyone up, you know, like me. You still get that first goal one more time.
Yeah.
One more time for old time's sake, you know. Come on. Bring up the goal that I had a heart palpitation because I immediately thought it was going to get called back. Oh my Lord.
Yeah. What? I waited before I screamed. Like I waited a second and I was like, no waving of the hands, no refs going to the penalty box. What?
How sad is it that like my initial reaction, this is verbatim, okay? This is literally my initial reaction when I saw that puck go in. Was literally, I said, that counts? That counts! Like, that exact order was, that counts. That counts. Because I didn't think that was going to challenge it. I was like, we're going to count that. And then I saw the bench emptying and them leaving, and I'm like, we're really not going to look at it? All right.
We're doing
it. I hate that I have to delay the pop-off, man. Like, come on.
So,
here it is.
Matthews just gets right to the front. And there.
Yeah.
He's in the crease. He's in the crease. Okay, first off, sorry. Can you pause it right near before he scores? Can you do me a quick favor? Just before he scores, like pause it. because this is something I want to point out, by the way. Like, just before, like, there's a defender on him, by the way. There. What's
Right there?
Nick Ehlers doing, by the way? Like, who? That's a 39 goal scorer. Who's defending them? How are you letting this guy look at this? Look at this leisurely pace. Yeah. Go in slow motion. Watch this. He looks at him here.
Right here.
He identifies him, okay? He's like, oh, okay, cool. This is the threat. Doesn't look at him.
Yeah.
He's like,
Let's let the threat go.
Very quiet. He's looking at the puck. Doesn't
where'd the
track
puck
his
go?
man.
Yeah.
Mo has the puck. And, I'm sorry.
It's
is that
right-
the leading?
Right here. This is right here. You know he knew he fucked up.
Watch this effort, though. Watch this effort. Play it in real time. Watch this effort. Look at that. Oh,
Yeah.
All right, fuck. All right, cool. Whatever.
We play them again Saturday, boys.
Yeah, I just fucked that up right there. Boom.
Balling defense by Nick Ehlers, man. That is horrendous defense by Nick Ehlers. That's so bad.
Definitely
That's
bet that
awesome.
over on Saturday. I think you bet the over Saturday. No, because it's a Saturday night game.
That's so disrespectful. That's Austin fucking Matthews.
Yeah.
It's the league. Yeah, you see the charts of goals? That guy up there.
30.
That guy up there.
If this was the Liga, he'd have the gold helmet, and then maybe you might cover him because he's more identifiable. Holy fuck, did the
39th
black
goal of
become
the year.
camouflage? Oh my god,
Like 39 goals.
it's January. It's January.
So
January.
There's still so much time.
They're
You know what's
He
funny?
can hit 80.
He is about to pass his rookie. I think he already passed his rookie year, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. To put this
He's
into
about to
perspective,
pass his first 40 goal season.
in January.
Yeah. Arguably January. Yeah, he could. Wow.
To put
It's
this
not
into
even All-Star
perspective
break yet.
for the both of you, listen to this here. To put this in perspective, if he scores just before the All-Star break, okay, like just before February, he will have 2.5 months of season left. If he only scores 10 goals in each month, he'll still hit 60 and still have half of April to play. Think about that. He only has to score 10 goals in each month to hit 60.
So here's the question then. We're talking, can he hit 70? Can he hit 80?
Man,
Can he be
80's a
too?
stretch. Like, I'm team 70. 80's a stretch. Man,
Can he
it's
hit
a stretch.
75?
Man, 72, I think he tops. That's his top. If he has a bonkers banana February,
So
maybe.
you know he's definitely going to hit over. What did McDavid get last year? 65?
Something like 63, 64,
believe-
65, yeah. Something
you know.
cartoonish still.
I bet you he wants to beat that record
Oh, yeah.
of David.
Became
Because you know they're
personal with
buddies. They're definitely buddies, right? So
Mhm.
like you
Yeah.
definitely know, like, guys that are that good at a sport are definitely going to be competitive with each other at everything.
him. Mhm. He's the highest
So
paid
you
player
know-
right now. Or next year, he'd be the highest paid player.
Yeah. Well, wait till McDavid comes.
I was going to say, well, he will briefly be the highest paid player.
Is that what Toronto's doing? Is that what Toronto's fighting
No,
for?
stop.
Stop
it.
Hockey Illuminati.
Stop planting the
Are they
seeds.
wanting to move the Mitch and John contract out to bring in Connor McDavid?
That's a fucking gamble. Gamble.
Bro, hot take.
Mm,
That sounds like a hot take.
that is hot. That is a spicy take. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That is a spicy. That's tinfoil hat level take right there. That's
Watch it happen.
that stars align right there. Like, oh my lord. I'd say this as if I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't. I'm stupid.
MVP.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
I
it
don't
be
want the
beauty?
best. I don't want the best player in the world. What am I, dumb? Like, no, of course I do.
Yeah.
But like, man, that's a take. Let me tell you.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we will.
It's gonna be interesting. 100% interesting.
Do you see McDavid a Leaf before the end of his career, though?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
without a doubt, whether he's 36, 30, yeah, he finishes in Toronto. 100%.
Okay.
Mhm.
At least we got
Even-
that going for us, which is nice.
Even if he
100%.
does the Doug Gilmore one shift blown ACL,
Blown, yeah. Crawls off the ice, yeah.
yep, he's
Fuck,
doing it.
Why do you gotta do it like that, man?
Or the
Mhm.
Curtis Joseph. Curtis Joseph did that too, eh?
Oh my lord! That's what I'm saying.
Came back
like,
to play what, like 7 games?
exactly. That was it. Oh, I was so happy he came back. Oh my lord.
Me too, man. Just ecstatic. And like those 7 games he came back, he wasn't like phenomenal, but who was our starter that year? Toskala
Oh.
or Raycroft?
Okay,
It
you're
doesn't
talking
matter. They
smoke.
were terrible.
They were
Whoever-
both awful.
I think
Oh
that
my
was at a
Lord.
time where I was just like, I don't even want to watch hockey.
It was
That's the thing too. Like people complain about this Leafs team on Twitter and stuff, and like I keep thinking, like you guys didn't see the worst of it. Most of these kids are 18 years old saying the Leafs are garbage. This is the worst they've ever. Do you know we've watched for years as they didn't even make the play? How do you think we got Austin Matthews?
So 18 wheeler off the cliff.
Ask
years,
these kids
man.
about was it Jean-Sebastian Aubin? All right. Ask them about him. And that miracle run they went on to just get out by a point.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
Ask these kids about Tim Connolly's contract. Ask them what it's like to have Jeff Finger on defense. All right.
Jeff Finger.
Instead of Kurt,
he was the
not Kurt,
biggest
yeah,
slug.
Kurt Sauer or whatever.
You got any jokes about Jason Blake while we're at it?
Oh, I would, but I'd rather spin around the topic, you know. So it's cool. Yeah, it's cool, you know. Don't forget Dave Boland, cup-winning guy.
Oh man, Dave Boland.
Here's was it $3 million? Have a laugh, kid.
Remember how much hope he brought too, though. Everyone's like,
oh
this is gonna
my
be
goodness.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
we're just
And
gonna
imagine back then we still had hope.
Yep.
Look at that roster, and we had hope.
Listen, y'all are complaining about like TJ Brody or like Jake McCabe, like
T.A. Parento.
you did not have to deal with watching Paul Ranger try and play defense with Jake Gardner. Okay, you did not
Kyle
have to
just
deal
said
with
asked him
these guys.
about leading
That's
goal
just
scorer for the
wrong.
team. P.A. Parento. Remember
T.A.
P.A.
Parento? There's
Parento Ovechkin, baby.
Parento Ovechkin. Yeah, he is a teacher at a university beside my house.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you remember when we sent?
I built the
an
roof there.
all-star, Leo Komarov.
Yeah.
No.
Leo Komarov.
No. You want to talk about
Remember
having hope? I remember how fucking sick it was that Brandon Kozin made the team at a training camp. I thought he was going to be the shit on the wing. He was so sick.
Yeah.
And then he
remember
fell
him,
off
yeah.
plus ratio. Oh my lord. You kids. Well, we're old. Now we're old. We're like, you kids don't even know pain. You don't remember having your heart broken by Arturs Urbe, all right?
Guys, we're
Yeah,
so old. We used to watch.
And you know the worst part? You know the worst part? You know what? Okay, so this show doesn't know my name, so I kind of fucking put myself in a corner here. But anyway, Arturs Urbe's backup that year had the same name as me. And I've got this guy on Facebook, his real Facebook. I've talked to him.
Oh.
And he will make it a point to remind me that they beat out the Leafs in 2000, what was it, 2 or 4?
2001, 2002 season. Yep.
Yeah.
Arturs fucking Urban is stupid white pads, man.
But yeah, that buddy told me that year, if he got the start over Urbe wouldn't even talk to him in the dressing room. That's how competitive he was all year.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah,
eh?
he said, he was like, most people are like, oh, it must have been fun to back him up. The year that we beat the Leafs out, he said, no, it was not fucking fun. He said, we were not friends.
Oh my god, that's your tandem. You're supposed to be like a battery there, and nothing, eh?
Well, back then there was no 1A, 1B or anything like that, eh? It was like, I'm good, you suck, but when I'm tired, you're going to play.
Oh my lord! Yeah, you were borderline scheduled losses, man. I remember
Yeah.
when Curtis Joseph broke his wrist. Like, was it the Olympics?
Glenn
season?
Healy.
Oh,
Glenn Healy.
no.
We had
I'm
Trevor
talking-
Kidd and
No.
Barrasso.
I'm talking post Healy, Corey Schwab.
Corey Schwab, not Trevor
Yep.
Kidd, Corey Schwab
Yep.
and
Joey
Tom
McDonald.
Barrasso.
They did have
Remember
Kidd,
Joey
but Corey
McDonald?
Schwab was the starter, and I'm like, oh no,
Yeah,
Remember Joey
and we had
McDonald?
Joey
Yeah.
McDonald. Oh man, UC Rennis. Oh, we all just dated ourselves here. That's how you know we're old. Holy hell.
Yeah, we
don't
should
even
all shut
get
up.
Y'all don't even get to complain about this team. You can join the goddamn queue. All right. Y'all don't even get to complain like we do. Oh, Ian White for captain is all I'm going to say. All right.
Yeah. Well,
Ian White, I
is
forgot
with us,
about him.
though.
Mm-hmm.
We see so much potential in this team over so many other teams that we've seen that were so fucking bad.
Mm.
Right? Like,
Well, there was a point in time where we wouldn't we were scared to watch hockey games because we knew it was probably going to be a loss, right?
yeah.
There was a time being a Leafs fan was that.
Mm. And then it became a carnival. Like, ooh, how are they going to lose this week?
How do we lose? Yeah, is it going to be a
How is it
blowout,
gonna
or are
be?
we going to think they're going to win for 2 periods, and then the third one they show us their true colors and let us down?
Oh, what's this? A game against Nashville? This will be all right. They certainly won't score 9 goals, right? Oh, they
No.
scored 9 goals.
How can we lose in the most embarrassing way possible?
We
that?
lost by 5 last game, guys. Let's try for 6 this game.
Oh,
What's
there's the
that?
goalie here.
Oh,
There's another one.
oh.
Uh-oh.
Who's that guy in the net? Oh, that's David. I remember David. Hello, how you doing, David? Oh, David, what do you do? David, stop. What do you do? No. Okay, stopping. Is what I mean to. Oh, it's over. Okay, well,
Yeah, fuck
that's
that guy,
that's
though.
fun.
Fuck
Dave's
that guy.
not
Apparently
here,
he turned
man.
out- Apparently he turned out to be a real piece of shit.
Yeah, that's stuff happened. I don't know the situation, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about the lad. But yeah, you don't get to complain about this, okay? Shut up. Listen, we had so
Yeah.
much potential. We had Brian goddamn Leach. We had Phil Housley. Win, man.
Oh, and
Ron
Nolan.
Francis. Ron Francis.
Nolan.
Owen Nolan.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go on? There was still Matt Sundin. There was still the
Sundin,
players that already
Gilney.
played there. We went all in.
McGillney. Oh, man. Like, that was insane.
I will die on the hill that McGillney should be in the Hall of Fame, but that's neither here nor there. Don't get me started.
Oh, no.
He should be.
He
Yeah,
100%
don't-
Anyone who knows
don't
who
get me started.
Alexander Mogilny is already thinks he is in the Hall of Fame. I'd say he is. If you ask me, he's in the Hall of Fame.
If you know Puck, you know McGillney should be in the Hall of Fame. If not,
He is.
But yeah, what
He
a
was
game.
inducted into the Puck and Stoner Dads Hall of Fame.
Is that the first one? Raise the banner. He's up there.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah, we
Maurice
only-
McGillney's up there. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, we only have
Sweet.
one.
I
We're
like
trying to
this
get a
show.
hold
This
of
is
Doug
great.
Gilmore, but
Hasn't returned our
Won't
calls.
answer our calls.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we get into now, we do this thing. We call it. You'll see.
I don't know how we cannot pick Sammy.
Yeah. Universal. 100%. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, that was an easy
Uh,
question. God damn.
But
Yeah.
special honorable mention, Sheldon Keefe for finding his balls.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I don't give him any credit.
No, fuck Keefe.
I give him a little bit of credit for maybe benching them, but I take away credit for not adjusting that power play.
That's underrated. Good last little period for me there. Nick Robertson looked great.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely
He-
looked great.
he deserves more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's like every time he's on the ice, it's like when you go to a racetrack and the little thing you get like the door opens, gone. Just on
Yeah.
the puck moving.
Yeah.
Like he's found his legs a little bit more. He's playing with like a little bit more purpose, tenacity. He's not as hesitant like from getting hurt in the past. Man, and then that play in OT, he's just like picked it out of the air. And I'm like, okay, Nick. And then goes to the corner, like, okay, Nick. Dishes it off the Mo to
dude.
Matthews. Game's over. We're talking. Like, that's how nuts it was.
Dude, he was so good in Peterborough, though.
Mm.
Right?
Oh, what could have
he was
been?
a beat,
Could have
I
been.
know. Yeah, I still remember that fucking day, man.
Oh,
So does-
I know. When they all shut down. But yeah, Samsonov, and like, I got to give special props to Nick Robinson. Kid was on it from all I saw for the rest of the game. And if you're saying he was good all game, then that's even better news to me.
Yeah,
He was good.
Maybe Benoit, you know. I thought Benoit kind of set the tone.
I'd like to just
those hits.
can I ask when we're going to just walk away from the Gregor experience?
New Kapanen? Is that what you're talking about? New Kapanen? Skates fast, kind of shoots, kills penalties, but like doesn't really do anything else. That's it.
Yeah.
New Kapanen. That's basically what
He's
he is.
new. He doesn't have a mustache though.
Nah, that's why he's new Kapanen. New and improved.
At least Kapanen had the mustache.
Great hair too. You know.
Great hair and no, that was it.
I have.
He threw his. Remember the game against Montreal when he threw his stick at Buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, not only do I remember that, guess what?
Remember when
I
Max
was
Domi-
there.
You were
I
there?
was
Did you?
There.
And then
I
Max
paid money
Domi
to
was like,
see
"What a
that."
fucking idiot!"
Way to go, Copy, you fucking idiot.
I was
Fucking
there
idiot.
and I saw that, and it was one of those moments where I'm in the seat and I'm just like, oh my God.
What the
You
fuck
moron.
did you just do?
Anyone else learn that was a penalty shot that night? Because I certainly did.
Yeah, I
Oh my
learned
God.
that.
Because the broadcast was saying it should be a penalty shot pretty much right away. I
Yeah,
remember.
they called that. But with Noah Gregor with me, I have this thing with Noah Gregor that, like, I don't know if any of you guys do, but if you guys know, like, or know or played Dungeons and Dragons, like, at all?
Yeah, I
Like,
played
you
it.
know, yeah, but you know it, right? Okay. So in Dungeons and Dragons, you got to roll a dice for pretty much fucking everything. And if you hit a 20, it's a critical. I have this fucking thing where I'm like, Noah Gregor, 99% of the time, rolls a dice and he's always shit. But the one fucking shift he rolls a 20 is when he's out there like Connor McDavid getting pucks, fucking shooting it off the rush. And I'm like, every time he does that, and he does it, I'm like, that motherfucker rolled a 20. Because every other shift is dog water. This shift, when he comes up, picks up the puck and fucking snipes it, 20.
And that's true. He's not great, but every goal he scores is like a highlight reel goal.
He rolled a fucking 20, and then that's where he gets that skill. He's like the Monstars from Space Jam. He's just Gretzky, McDavid, Lemieux all in one. He just got the fucking accuracy of goddamn Ovechkin off that shot. Like, he's Phil Kessel reincarnated for that shot.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It's just he hasn't found a way to unlock it more than once every 3 games. 4 games, 5 games, 6 games, 7 games, 8 games, 9 games, 10.
What? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like,
oh boy.
Oh well, it was a good game. Like, at least from what I saw, a good game. Saturday's going to be interesting. Dusty, you're right. I think absolutely bet the over because it's going to be a barn burner.
Well, we were going to do another live post game. If you would like to come and you're not busy, you're more than welcome to join us.
Yeah, that would be great. You fit right in here.
Thank you. That's very kind words. Sadly, I have other obligations that night, but I will promise you right now, this will not be a one-off appearance. Let me tell you.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
I'll tell you that right now in good confidence. This is not a one-off. All right, I will return if you'll be so kind to have me.
Oh yeah,
You're welcome. Oh, absolutely. You're welcome anytime. Anytime you want to come rant after a game, more than welcome.
We're here.
Oh, buddy, I will save some rants then for when that inevitably happens. Holy.
Oh, sick. Well, I want to thank you for coming on by, Phil. It means a lot.
Thank you for having me. This is a lot of fun. I love this. This is great.
Yeah, this was fun.
Phil on Twitter. His link is in our description. You can check him out there. And Phil, shout out your band right now.
Yeah, did you like that music off the intro? Because let me tell you, I certainly did. I thought it was great. That's right, Burning Bridges. You can find us on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. We got a brand new single out called Heartless. It's fantastic. Some of my best work behind the kit. We got brand new merch coming. trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. It's some really good stuff coming your way. We're going into the studio in a couple weeks. New stuff coming already. That's right. We're going in. So yeah, check us out.
Do you got a show coming up that they could see you at?
Yes, we have one in February at the Atria in Oshawa. Good little place there. It's going to be a good one. I believe it's the 22nd, but I will absolutely be updating on all my socials when that's going to happen, where, the times, everything.
Sweet.
Check them out on Twitter there, and definitely give the band a listen. They're
sick.
band. Yeah,
and I'm picky about music.
That's high praise.
They're
Thank
sick.
you, sir. Thank you.
yeah. You want to get follow Ginger Claus is in the description as well. Scroll down. You can follow me on Twitter there as well, Dusty. My Twitter's down in the description, just like the podcast Twitter. Give that a follow.
Fair warning, everybody. If you can't read French, don't follow me.
No, tabernacle. All right.
All right. Definitely make sure to check this out on Spotify. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys at the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for watching.
This is my time. I'm on the rise. Can't hold me down. I'm too fly. This is my time.
Like,
Need a shine. Brighter than all of the
subscribe.
game time. Seconds away in the
Check us out on our social medias.
mind. Beating the buzzer like this is my time. This is my moment.
We are now on Spotify and Apple Podcast.
I'ma own it.